Sweet, buddy.
We're back.
And we're back! And we're better than ever. We're back! Jordan, explain what happened. Explain what happened.
What had happened was...
Explain it. Make them understand.
I'm going to manscape explain you this.
Please.
So I'm doing my gig thing on the computer.
Sure.
Update now, later, tomorrow. I say, you know what? We'll update tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm doing shit tonight.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So I hit tomorrow.
Why wouldn't you?
45 minutes in.
Yep.
Kerpow! Update. Shuts everything down. So here we are now.
Shut down our whole studio.
Shut down the whole studio.
Literally.
This whole thing collapsed and went back up.
Dude, good job. You have a collapsible studio?
Yeah, dude. It's mobile.
Solid.
It's mobile.
If I had to choose one movie this reminded me of where we failed, it'd be the twist ending of Philadelphia, where everyone gets AIDS and they die, and Denzel loses his job.
There.
That was the worst ending.
I apologize, but we're back. My computer's updating, so we should be good. Should be.
Oh, God.
For next week.
Should be.
You know?
Definitely.
We got our promos and our whole lives just spot on tonight, guys. You guys are lucky. What an episode for you guys to join.
Wow.
About to say, we lost Swiffer on that sponsorship. We're hoping to keep our other ones. Swiffer called up and said, we're not part of this.
They're like, clean your shit up.
We cleaned up enough messes. We're not starting with your podcast.
They're like, there's some jobs even Swiffer can't handle.
Manscaped already trimmed us out of their life.
Trimmed.
They might have.
Yeah, so we were on Denzel Washington. We're right in the last leg of it. We're talking about our least favorites. I jumped into our free boot. I don't know if that's the thing. That's something I'm sorry. But we're talking about our least favorites. We did Magnificent Seven. Brandon, you have your least favorite. Have we got
He did Manchurian Candidate.
It was Manchurian Candidate. Let's just jump into best. Let's jump into best.
Let's do it.
Good shit.
All right.
Training day.
Yeah.
Mine's Training Day. I fucking love it.
Can't go wrong with it.
I really like it. You said no slashes, no twosies, no picking one and the other one.
Yeah.
I cheated. I chose that one as one of my slashies.
Yeah, I won't lie. Me too.
King Kong ain't got shit on it, guys. That's where that line came from. His Training Day, and then he gets gunned down.
Dude, I love that. Ethan Hawke, him, kill it. Oh, you didn't taste it? You couldn't smell it? That angel dust?
Dude,
Loved it.
So fucking good. I love that movie.
So good. I talked about the other day. It's one of those movies where it's on TV. If you're watching it, even the TV version, when it's on and you're watching it, you're like, well, I'll just watch like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you see Terry Crews in there, backing out of the way, letting Ethan Hawke walk into the gangster's house.
Oh, so crazy.
Loved it. So good.
It's one of those, it sucks me. I watched it to go to bed the other night. Next thing you know, I'm up till 11:30, like, fucking this movie on. Gotta be up in 4 hours.
It's rough, dude. That's rough.
Oh, God. Say, next thing you know, you're watching it 3 times in a row, and you're like, can I do 4 times? I was calling to work. That's fine.
What? I'll keep going.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Hey.
I can't get mad at it. I really liked that one. I thought it was pretty fantastic. What about you? For your favorite, not to knock out Training Day, what was the name of Ethan Hawke's character? Do you remember?
What about him?
Oh, it's Jake. Isn't it Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
surgical with this shit, Jake.
Yeah, I loved it when he has the shotgun and he's like around the corner. Eva Longoria's his girlfriend, like hiding their kid over there. So good. He's just like,
it's got Snoop Dogg in a wheelchair. What more can you ask?
I forgot about Snoop Dogg.
Dude, I forgot how good that show is. It's such a good show. If we're going into my favorite, I mean, I feel like
I know your favorite.
Is it that obvious?
Just remember the Titans. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I decided to leave it off because I knew you'd go Remember the Titans.
I fucking love that
movie.
Not a bad choice. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah,
in all
really
honesty. That's why I said, that's why he's Coach Boone to me, man. Always will forever be Coach Boone.
If you drop a pass, you will run a mile.
We'll run a mile. He says, you fumble the football? I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile.
That was one of the things, too, when he posted Name Your Favorite Movies. His people posting gifs of him yelling at Ryan Gosling. And you've got my boy Turk on there.
Yeah, Turkleton, man.
Turkleton. Getting yelled at
I'll say it every time we bring this movie up.
What's that?
Ryan Gosling's a heartthrob. I get it. It's an absolute liability at the cornerback position, okay?
Where's Sunshine at?
Yeah.
Get some sunshine.
Ronnie Bass.
I like Faison.
Yeah. Remember the Titans is such a good movie. I don't. I knew it, so I chose not to slash it in on mine.
That's fair.
It was my deciding factor ultimately.
Dude, just in like literally thinking about that movie, there's so much in that movie to love, and I don't find a lot to not like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can like pick pieces out of movies and be like, I love this, but this part not so much, or these characters not so much. I loved everything about that movie.
Tough. And then they do the racial thing a little bit, and when he walks in and he just hugs his buddy's mom, and he goes, "Can't you tell he's my brother?" When he's in the hospital.
Dude, I can't. I cry every time. Every time.
Really good scenes in there.
She says, "Oh, Ken only." He's like, "Are you crazy? Did you tell that's my brother?" I was like, "Oh my god."
He's from California. California. You get it?
He's a Californian.
You talking about girl? I see livestock around here.
Oh, it's so good.
All right.
Ronnie Bass.
Ethan Suplee too. Awesome. Which, by the way, hey man, applause for your weight loss, your gains. You've been killing it.
Oh, I saw that.
Fucking
awesome.
great,
man.
It's crazy.
This dude killing it.
Hey man,
Abraham's shrinking over here.
he got a C+ average. He's going to college.
My back hurts because I was giving your mommy a piggyback ride last night. She weighs twice as much as me.
It's so good.
So funny.
He's like, not as much as Bert Tear's mama. So, wait, well, what? So, man, you know, your mom will be able to take your mom to prom, and so fun, dude. I love that movie.
I have to control my rage.
You're gonna fuck it
I'm
up.
trying my best.
You're gonna fuck it up.
His computer just said, "Hey, I'm ready to go." Trying hard not to punch.
If that fucks up the update, I'm gonna lose.
Swear to God.
And then just do it before the
I don't
show.
give two fucks
What
about
you
your.
do is
You
do
your
things
update.
before.
Fuck yourself.
I hit tomorrow. Not my fault.
Why not today?
I was busy.
What is today but yesterday's tomorrow?
I had to do Get Geek stuff. I didn't have time.
All right. For me, I'm going to say my favorite. Remember the Titans is definitely up there. If I would have done a 3/, but I thought Brandon would have strangled me, I would have had to Remember the Titans. But I got to do Training Day. And going just off of acting, I rewatched Malcolm X. And for me, absolutely shows him in all levels of how good Denzel is. He plays a street punk at first, kind of a pimp hustler, and then he goes on to be Malcolm X, who does these great speeches, and it shows about him having wars with the other Muslims and him finding out who he is. And I loved it. I thought it was just great. Once again, it's one of those movies where I've seen it, but if it's on TV, probably not as much as Training Day, because Training Day had like a lot more action and stuff. But
Yeah.
I really like Malcolm X. I thought it was a great movie.
Agreed.
Malcolm X is good. Another movie I really liked was well, not really liked, but He Got Game, about Ray Allen or Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be one of the ones where I was like honorable mention. Because as I was going through his list, I was like, He Got Game is so good.
Oh, dude.
The only thing with that movie was Mila Jovovich. The bitch still can't act, even if she's next to Denzel.
Man, you're after Mila.
No,
Come on now.
Her
Come
acting
on
is
now.
trash.
I've seen one Resident Evil movie, and that was enough to cut me off of Mila Jovovich.
I'm a fan of Mila Jovovich. Don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I feel like you're being disrespectful.
I'm telling you,
The best movie is the only word she says is multipass. There's a reason. Bitch shouldn't talk.
I agree. She deserves an Oscar.
He gets it. He gets it.
Yeah, that's.
They're like, you know what? We'll limit your speaking role so our movie's better.
Oh, all of a sudden you're saying Hellboy, the new reboot's no good. All of a sudden, no, you can fight Eames because Eames loves that movie.
Love that movie.
He has bad taste.
Fuck Hellboy 2. I fucked
In
with
your
it.
face.
That's some good shit right there. That soundtrack was the worst part, other than Mila Jovovich.
Dude, 100%. We talked about this when we watched it. The soundtrack is so out of place in that movie.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why?
I mean, other than the Motley Crue, because you can put Motley Crue in any movie,
Yeah.
I fucking be with it because I love Mr. Crue. Why are we doing this?
The one song that belonged in that movie. Everything else, I was like,
Hey, what?
but why? Why?
I don't judge soundtrack on Hellboy 2 or Hellboy. What are you doing?
Right, I agree.
Fuck you.
Let's do one movie towards the end of our podcast right here because we got cut off towards the end. Sorry about that, technical difficulties, Russians. So what we're going to do is I want you guys to pick one movie out of this list, out of all the movies we've talked about, one that you're going, hey, man, watch this movie. Out of all of Denzel's ones that it could be your favorite, could be underrated, could be one that you just saw recently, like Book of Eli was actually pretty good. Whatever it is, you just tell me one movie that you're like, try it out.
Hold on. Frank, you can't even get her name right. You get her name right the first time, dipshit. So fuck Mila Jovovich, there's nothing. All right, anyway, what were you saying?
See, this is what happened. Before we'd be in the same room and then we'd know what comments we're talking about. Now I really know what the listeners feel like. Brandon's responding to a comment and they're not saying what the listeners
Yeah, you're damn right.
I
I see the comments too.
See, now you know.
I'm
This
usually
is why I
good.
brought this up a lot.
I'm usually good with
That's why
the
I brought this
comments.
up a lot to show you how crazy it sounds.
But my phone's here.
Oh, I loved Hurricane. You know what? I take my shit back, Frankie. Hurricane is an underrated movie.
Hurricane
is good. I
Yeah,
forgot about
okay.
Hurricane.
I feel like every great actor has a boxing movie.
It's fair.
Hey, Mal, it's like the opposite of Tom Hanks. Like, you don't want Tom Hanks to play in a movie because that means your life was terrible. Like, something bad happened to you.
Mhm.
Crash a plane.
That's
You
fair.
get your ship hijacked. It's never good. Lost
Yo,
on an island,
Disney.
have sex with a volleyball. It's never great.
Befriend a space ranger.
But if, dude, you get Denzel playing you, your life is probably awesome.
Yeah,
There's not
that's
very
fair.
many bad ones. Not that Hurricane was. He got falsely arrested. But
Hey, man. It
you're
happens.
still an awesome boxer. I mean, you know, give and take.
That's the thing. So these auto biopics are,
Yeah.
they're rough.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like, ooh. I think every biopic he's done is fucking great.
Yeah. There's definitely some that you're like, this guy's life wasn't as interesting as you're trying to make it out to be.
Yeah.
But Denzel's the kind of actor that can make it fantastic.
Agreed.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Thank you,
Brandon.
Stephen Pedersen. Thank you.
What do you say?
Brandon, you got to say
He
what they
knows.
say.
He knows. I don't have to
We
say
don't-
shit.
We
You
don't
guys
have
could
to
read
comment.
his comments.
Here.
You guys were
By the way,
let's see what he says. Hold up.
You
You
can
know.
follow us on SoundCloud, which you can't see comments, iTunes, where you can't see comments, Spotify, where you can't see comments, and all the other stuff that you can see Brandon live action, disregarding all the other viewers.
Fuck him.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing?
What do you think my response would be?
That's so funny. Yeah, Steven's bagging him up. He's like, I got you.
Steven.
Steven's
Steven
like,
knows.
we all know the comments. We're reading them. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Stefan.
Yeah.
We can't see it.
Hey, sometimes I get passionate. I just want to say my goddamn answer. I'll read the comment until you start bitching and moaning about it.
I feel like you're in a play and your back's facing the audience, and you're like, this is fine.
It is fine.
It is
As I
fine.
yell at my audience.
Yeah.
I'll go next,
It's their
and then
fault.
I'll let you do your Denzel.
Okay.
For me, it's one that you can watch surprisingly for free on YouTube, which is Fallen. Fallen is another one where he plays like a detective that's going out and getting guys. He's heading out.
Is it Olympus that's fallen?
No, it's way better than those and you're racist. That's Morgan Freeman. You're being racist.
K2 has fallen?
Okay, you're right. That's a different one.
Kilimanjaro. Okay.
He plays a detective, goes out, and essentially there's a demon. So it turns to a detective that's going out there just doing detective work, runs to a demon. Have you guys seen this movie? Fallen? Fuck yeah. Awesome. You watch it free on YouTube. It was another one of these movies that what people were saying they loved. John Goodman's in it. James Gandolfini has a part in it as well. And this demon transfers to people by touch, and he sings, "Time is on my side." So when he touches somebody singing that, and he's like a ruthless killer. Awesome movie. Really good.
Is the demon Little Nicky?
I'm getting the flask.
Get in the flask, Cassie.
Time is on my side.
Super double juice.
Super double juice.
No, really good.
I'm sleeping.
I think it's like 1990, 1991. But a lot of people have a lot of love for this. It's one of those movies.
Yeah.
And I watched recently. I was like, holds up. Still holds up.
Okay.
Liked it a lot.
Man,
Yeah, Fallen's good. Rob says. So you guys know what he says. Rob says Fallen is good.
My food.
Rob
My food
said
was-
that. Rob said Fallen is good. You guys got it now?
got it. Here.
Oh,
What?
wow. Look at you.
Who said what?
You're almost becoming a podcast host.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Moving on. Jordan, what is your I had to cut off his insult. Jordan, what is your recommendation if you had to pick one Denzel movie?
I'm gonna say it was. We already talked about it, so I'm not gonna say much about it. It's still gonna be American Gangster. I know you disagree with me, but like I said, if I've talked to people about it, they haven't seen it 9 times out of 10.
All right.
I enjoyed it. If you're a fan of like mob type movies, mafia movies,
Gangster movies.
it's a good one to watch.
Okay.
Give it a watch, people. Tell me what you think. Text me, message
Absolutely.
me, call me, yell at the hilltops.
Brandon, you chose Hurricane, or what was your other one?
Yeah, sure. We'll go Hurricane. That was a good one.
What was the other one?
I don't know what the question was, to be honest.
What
I
was the movie you recommend
talking
if you had
that's from
one
Frankie
Denzel?
Perez.
What is it?
He can't do two things. He can't read the comments of this.
I have a hard time listening when you talk, Danny. That's not new.
Oh. I hope our viewers feel different.
That's a new thing. I heard everything Eames said. He's got a voice of an angel. I've heard your stand. I stopped listening at that point.
Can you ask him his opinion on things?
So, what my illustrious co-host Brandon is saying is that he doesn't listen when you talk.
Right.
What Danny's asking is, what movie would you, what one Denzel movie you could tell somebody to watch, what would it be?
Oh, fuck me. It would be Training Day. It's my favorite fucking Denzel movie.
Right. That's fine.
That's fair.
Dude, that Rosetta Stone that you've been doing to talk to Brandon and translate from me to him?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was doing anything. Apparently, it's paying off dividends.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
What did he say, Eames? Sorry.
Oh, no.
I saw
He said he loves you and he cares for you deeply.
Anyway, let's move on with our lives.
Yeah, right.
Have we all watched the newest movie? Did you guys watch it? The Little Things?
So,
yes,
it was mentioned in the comments, and you brought up the perfect time. I probably forgot when your DSL ran out. But, yeah, let's get into The Little Things. Have you? I watched it 2 days ago. What did you think?
I like it.
Okay.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I fucking love Jared Leto.
Dude, that motherfucker plays a creepy son of a bitch better than anybody. His whole demeanor, and when he's just like, when he calls the cops on Denzel in the house, and he's just standing there.
Oh, yeah.
Sucking his drink back.
We had a comment just come in saying, Frank is shit. And Dano's comedy is still shit.
It's not there. Brandon's making it up.
Yeah,
it's not there. It's okay.
I saw it.
Brandon's typing in comments instead of listening.
And yeah, Amanda says The Little Things was good. Leto was creepy, which is perfect. Kind of reminded me of Seven a little bit.
Yes.
Two kind of detectives searching a serial killer. The serial killer stole the show in this one for me. Jared Leto, I think, stole. I won't even lie. I mean, Denzel's himself. He's a badass. He's great. I expect. He didn't hit my or overhit my expectations.
I was gonna say he plays a great detective. He's done it like 5 movies. In this movie, The Little Things, it's very much like Seven. I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't think about that, but yeah, it's a serial killer. They're trying to figure out, has a weird MO. They find the guy. They think it's him. They can't really prove it. They're trying to find different ways about it. Jared Leto plays a pot-bellied, weird-walking, stripper-loving psycho.
So weird.
Who gives prostitutes food?
A hard goal.
Dude, his fucking when they have him in the interrogation room, and they show him the pictures, I was like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like, god damn.
A lot of tension.
And then that fucking Denzel just lifts his ass up. I was like, oh shit. Oh, and then they're just like
I said, Denzel's still bad.
Yeah, dude, still badass. And the other cop bursts in. He's like, basically like, what the fuck? You can't do that. And he's like, no, I fucking know. He's a sick motherfucker. It's him. I know it. Without any real evidence.
I'm not a fan of this. I almost put it as my overrated because it's one of the most highly streamed movies. I don't think it's that good. I did like Jared Leto's performance. Rami Malek.
I did not care for his performance.
I was going to ask you guys because I felt the same way.
I thought all of them were good, and showing him kind of slipping down the side of a madman that's obsessed with the case, and him giving him the beret at the end, going like, oh, it's definitely him. You can now have peace.
Yeah.
Awesome scenes, but so slow and not really pay off. And also, I mean, I don't want to spoil it because it's so new, but there's not enough conclusion at the end. There's not a big payoff. There's mostly like a sidetrack, and then it ended.
That's
for me. I was just like, wow,
that's a good way to put it. The
tension built up a lot for there not to be as much.
I thought the beginning was slow. Once you get into the case, though, about, a third into the movie, I thought it picked up, and the tension stayed, and the suspense kind of picked up as well, and that's kind of what drug me through the last 2/3 of the movie.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Was the first third, you're right, it's slow. The second third hits and they get it deep into the case.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it drags you through the rest of the movie.
Hold on, Brandon's looking at comments. I can tell. Go ahead, Brandon.
I did die laughing at
I can
Steven.
tell.
Is it trying to listen to Dando's jokes is rough. I can only fake laugh so much.
Damn, dude.
Why fake laugh? We're not listening to you, Steven. You don't have to like. It's very odd what you're saying. Brad's like crying. He likes the jokes so much.
Well, I choked on my drink because I was reading it, and I just fucking choked because I laughed a little.
When you mentioned that you like 7, that's very close. I think that's a great example of what it is. And
it is. It's so much. I kept thinking this is. I thought because in 7, Kevin Spacey I think steals the show as much as I like what he does off camera.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
In this, Jared Leto steals the show. And both not on the screen for as much as the other two. I don't think Jared Leto like really starts acting until like an hour into the movie.
Well, you don't really see him. He's not really
you see him once, and then that's it. And then like 20 minutes later, you finally see him.
Yeah, true.
That's right.
But he's for me, he's still the show. Denzel was good. Rami Malek wasn't belonging in that movie.
The hard part for me with Rami Malek was all I could see was Freddie Mercury trying to crack this case. Because
he just had one great role, and you're like, "That's it."
We will crack this.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like the entire time, I was like, "Freddie Mercury, what are you doing? They should be at a concert or something, doing or whatever you did."
And that was his high point in his career. It's only going to go down from there. Well, I said it. What?
I like him. I think he's going to be really great, but
I think he could be a good actor. I didn't like him in this movie as much.
It's just for him for me. Yeah, I like the guy's story and all that and whatever, but just and someone else.
I'm going to tell you guys, I think the problem with this movie was not the actors, because I think all the actors did good. I think it was the movie, for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it was... I like slow build-up detective stories. This was a slow built-up detective story that just didn't have it for me, I think. Just wasn't for me. Yeah. Personally. But you brought up 7. I want to get you a quick fun fact. Denzel's greatest regret in turning down a role was he was going to play Brad Pitt's character in 7, turned down the role, and didn't play it. And it's his biggest regret because that movie was awesome. It relaunched Brad Pitt's career. He was also slated to play Blade. Denzel Washington was.
In the first one?
Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you guys doing tonight? Jesus Christ.
I heard.
Babysitting fucking ferrets.
I don't know what he was doing. He's talking to the wall or some shit.
God. Yeah, he's supposed to play Blade. It was down between him, Lawrence Fishburne, and Wesley Snipes. And David Goyer chose Wesley Snipes. But I would have loved to see Denzel Washington play Blade. Hopefully he still will. That should be awesome.
They have Blade, so.
Do you think he's cut out for Blade, though?
I don't know. I think it'd be a different movie for sure. Wesley Snipes is like a black belt in karate, so he's kind of a good action star fit.
He had a good actor's Blade, though.
I'm just saying.
That's not bad. What do you guys think about the new Blade?
We'll see it. I like that actor a lot.
Yeah, I like Mahershala Ali, so I'm on board.
Yeah, I fucking love that dude.
But we'll see what they do with it. I have
Stone Cold Steve Austin over there asking for a beer on the turnbuckles.
I have ADHD.
I don't know what's going on. You know what? I think the computer shut off to save us. It might have been a collective vote of the viewers that shut us off earlier.
They shut us down. It's a conspiracy theory for our own good. All right.
That's fine.
You guys are good. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning to Whiskey Cinema. We love Denzel Washington. We're really excited to talk about him. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We will have it hammered out next week.
Part 2 right away.
That's my bad. The update thing was on me. I apologize. We'll get it figured out.
We're coming to you in a mini-series like The Irishman should have.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll still be too long.
4-hour-long movie.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Fuck that movie.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much, and check us out next week. You guys are awesome. Thanks to everybody that commented, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Stay fresh, cheese bags. That's right. That's my thing. Stay fresh.